Hi everyone, welcome to Mr. Ma's English lesson. In this video, we are going to learn to write an email about going back to school after the COVID-19 break. Now, as we know in Malaysia, from March, we have been staying at home, right, to keep us safe from the coronavirus, or known as the COVID-19, right? So for about 4 months, right, we did not go to school. So now, school is reopening on Wednesday, the 15th of July, okay? Let's look at our question. You are going back to school after a 4-month break due to COVID-19. Write an email to your pen pal in Australia. In your email, tell him how you feel about going back to school. What did you learn during the 4-month break at home? Now, we have to look at the keywords in our question, right? So here, you are going back to school after a 4-month break. So you, when we write, it becomes I, okay? We have to write an email, so the format is email, okay, to your pen pal in Australia, right? So there's a reason why we need to write to him, to tell him our situation in Malaysia. So in your email, tell him, now you have to use the name, okay, for a boy, because it's him, okay? So we can't be saying Alice or Lisa. Usually we need to use a boy's name, okay? So in our email, we have to say how you feel about going back to school. How you feel, so it's about your feeling. And what you did, you see, did is in the past tense, during the 4-month break at home. What you did at home. So during the 4 months where you could not go out, you had to stay at home, what did you do? So it is about, there are two things here. One, we have to talk about how we feel now. And the other one is we have to mention what we did. So it is in the past. Okay, so we have to use the past tense. Now, first, let's look at feelings, okay? Now, how do you feel about going back to school? Okay, after 4 months, you stayed at home, you did not see your friends, you did not see your classmates. Well, some of you might did online lessons, you might have seen each other, but most of us, we did not hear from them, right? So are you happy? Okay, happy to go back to school, I don't have to stay at home anymore? Or are you worried? You know, I might be worried, oh my God, if I go to school, right, will I get infected or will I get sick? Okay? Or are you sad? Oh no, no more TV, I can't stay at home and wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Or are you scared because you did not finish your homework? Oh no. Or are you excited? Yes, I'm going back to school. So how do you feel? We have to talk about your feelings. So when we talk about your feelings, you need to use adjectives where it's like happy, excited, or nervous. Are you scared? Nervous means you are scared. Okay? Right, the second part of the email is to write about what you did at home. So, during the 4-month break, you might have done many different things, okay? Some of you might just watch TV all day, some of you might, you know, read books, okay? So what are some of the things that you did, okay? I know some of you learned to cook, yeah? And most of us, we had online learning. We did online learning. Okay, online learning. Our teachers gave us work to do. Some of us had Google Meet or Zoom or even Google Classroom, okay? And some of us helped with the household chores, okay? Like you water the plants, you take in the clothes, you fold the clothes, you sweep the floor, you set the table, or you help to do the dishes, do the laundry, okay? What are some of the other things that you might do or you might have done, right? Reading, perhaps, reading, or some of us learned to play a musical instrument. It can be the guitar, it can be the piano. By watching YouTube videos, you learned, okay, how to play the piano or play the drums. And some of us may learn a foreign language, meaning a different language, a new language, for example, Japanese or French or Thai, okay? So some of the things that okay, some people did was reading, learning to play a musical instrument, or learning a new language. Now, let's look at some notes to write this, okay? Now, of course, in this video, I'm not focusing on the format, alright? For email, dear who, the person that you're writing to, remember it should be a boy, okay? So in the first paragraph, of course, we have to ask, how are you, okay? Alright, and you just go straight to the point. Tell him how you feel, okay? So maybe you can say, hi, Victor, or dear Victor, okay? My pen pal's name is Victor. Dear Victor, how are you? I'm going back to school this Wednesday, and I'm excited about it. Okay, when you say I'm excited about it, alright, means you look forward to it, okay? You can't wait, okay? So I can't wait to see my teachers and friends. Okay, so this has already answered the first point, which is your feelings about going back to school. Or you can also say at the same time, I'm a bit worried because I'm worried that I might fall sick. Alright, you could write that as well. Okay, it doesn't have to be all excited and happy. You can have, you can feel a bit scared or nervous or worried. Okay? Or you can also say, well, I'm a bit worried because there might be a lot of homework. Or you can say, I'm just so happy that I can start learning again. So the first paragraph, you just write about your feelings, okay? Now, the second paragraph, you should be writing about what you did during the 4-month break, okay? So for example, you can say, well, during the 4-month break, or when I was at home, I did online learning, okay? My teachers had online classes with us. It's not just one class, but many classes. So you can say, my teachers had or did online classes with us. So when you do online classes, I actually learned a lot of computer tips. Okay, I learned a lot of computer tips. For example, you learned how to, type a document. You learn how to upload something to your Google Classroom. You learn how to, design a quiz or Kahoot, Padlet, okay? You learn how to use those online tools, yeah? Well, since I could not go out, alright, I helped my mom or helped my mother with the household chores. At the same time, I learned to cook as well. You can say I learned to cook. I've learned to make some simple dishes, okay? I learned to cook something simple. And my mom now calls me a little chef, okay? So I have become the little chef at home, okay? Besides, I also learned to play the piano by watching YouTube videos, okay? Alright, so now let's look at our writing. How can we write that? So maybe before you start writing, okay, or before I tell you my answer, you might just want to pause this video, okay, and give it a try. Give it a try just to write. Okay, of course you have to mention dear Victor and then the first paragraph to talk about your feelings, greetings, and then talk about your feelings. Second paragraph, you talk about what you did, and finally you just say something like, that's all for now, take care, or take care, stay safe, okay, and you just sign your name, okay, end it with a signed off. So you should be writing about 80 to 100 words, or for this exercise, I mean the word count doesn't matter. Just start writing and see how you go. Okay, you may just pause this video for a moment and start writing. Okay, so now let's look at our sample answer. Okay, so this is how I'm writing it. Dear Victor, how are you? I'm going back to school this Wednesday and I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to see my teachers and friends. During the break, I did online learning. My teacher had online classes with us and I learned a lot of computer tips. Since I could not go out, I helped my mother with the household chores and I learned to cook too. Now, my mother calls me a little chef. I also learned to play the piano from watching YouTube videos. That's all for now. Take care. Your friend, Alan. Okay, so remember, for an email, okay, our sign off is on the left. Okay, so once you finish writing, please read and check. Okay, check your spelling, check your capital letters and your punctuations. Alright, so to improve your writing, all you need to do is just to keep trying. Okay, just keep trying, just keep practicing, and practice makes perfect. Okay, so if you are going back to school soon, remember social distancing, practice social distancing, wash your hands, okay, stay safe and stay healthy. Alright, thank you for watching. See you. Bye.